acting out when you're learning Spanish will help you memorize vocabulary, grammar, short sentences. It will help you recall the situation that you are acting out, having fun, being silly. For example, let's pretend that you don't speak any Spanish at all. If I say like this, tengo hambre. Quiero una hamburguesa. Tengo hambre. What do you think that means? What do you think that means, Barbara?
It means that you're hungry?
Yeah. It means I'm hungry. Of course, she speaks Spanish. And all of these people here that are helping us make this DVD, they speak Spanish. The reason is because we want you to hear correct responses. Everybody here is going to say correct responses. We have native speakers here, and we're all teachers. We all want to teach you how to learn Spanish. And how to speak Spanish is it comes by the natural method. You know, as a baby, you first learn how to listen. You listen to everything, you take it all in, okay? And then you start saying words, little words, and then you repeat those words. And then you put 2 or 3 words together. Isn't that the way the natural acquisition of language occurs? And after that, you speak it and you're asking questions. How many of you have children, 2 or 3 years old? They're always asking questions. They'll ask the same question over and over. They're learning the language. That's what they're doing. When I was about 14, I went down to Matamoros, Mexico. I didn't speak any Spanish, and he didn't speak any English. So we were down there at the Holiday Inn. Our parents were staying at the same hotel, and there was a basketball court there. We couldn't really communicate with words, but what we had between us was a basketball. We started playing basketball, and he was saying, you know, how 14-year-olds go and play basketball, and they think they're LeBron James or somebody, and I took the ball, and I would go, Randy Ryder with the ball, shoots, 2 points. I'd be acting that out, and he didn't understand what I was saying, because he saw me and we were having fun too. The thing is, he would say that, Ramiro Garcia Vega, con la pelota, tira, 2 puntos. And I would say that over and over and over. And to this day, those are the first words. I can remember those are the first words that I said, that I learned. And I was really good at that. My pronunciation even. And then after that, I learned a couple other words like montaña and azúcar. Why I learned those, I don't know. But they were like some of the first words that I learned. And I learned how to say them, montaña, montaña. I learned because I was listening. I'll repeat these first, and then I want you to hear a native speaker repeating. And that's the way this whole course will be. You'll hear me, and you'll hear a native speaker also. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat these, and then Jose will do it too. Mexicano, americano, cómico, generoso, interesante, responsable, inteligente, sentimental, realista, pesimista, posible, importante, horrible, excelente, tímido, religioso, famoso, romántico, serio, práctico, necesario. I bet you knew every one of those words, what they meant. Jose, could you do the second row, please?
Introvertido, extrovertido, optimista, paciente, emocional, el arte, la computadora, la clase, el programa, el parque, el banco, la música, la universidad, la plaza, la novela, el actor, el estudiante, la televisión, el doctor, el presidente, el café.
Muy bien, muchas gracias, señor. Muchas gracias. Ahora vamos a practicar con estas palabras. And now let's do a little more pronunciation. Again, with a couple of the letters that give some people a hard time, like the R sound. I want you to repeat. R. R. Now, class, repeat after me. Muy bien. La clase es muy inteligente.
Sí.
Muy inteligente. Muy bien. Okay. Jose, can you please come over here again and do the alphabet? And as you do it, have everybody repeat the alphabet.
Muy bien. A,
A,
B,
B,
C,
C,
Ch,
Ch,
D,
D,
E,
E,
F,
F,
G,
G,
H,
H,
I,
I,
J,
J,
K,
K,
L,
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 M,
M,
N,
N,
Ñ,
N,
O,
O,
P,
P,
Q,
Q,
R,
R,
doble R,
W, R,
S,
S,
T,
T,
U,
U,
V,
V,
W,
W,
X,
X,
Y,
Y,
Z.
Z.
Muy bien. Gracias. Puede sentarse. Muchas gracias, Señor. Before we start doing any kind of exercise, if you're not quite familiar yet with the vocabulary that's already been focused on up to this point, just simply rewind it and get comfortable with it. Okay? So let's spell our name. Let me spell my name first. R, A, N, D, Y. Rami. Senor, spell your name, please.
J, O, S, E.
Jose. Jose. We don't spell it with an H, do we? Even though that J sounds like an H. You'll see the letter H. It's not pronounced. Don't know why. It's just not pronounced. Spell your name.
R, O, X, A, N, A.
Muy bien. Roxana. Mucho gusto conocerle, Roxana.
Gracias, igual.
Gracias. Spell your name, please, señorita.
S, T, E, P, H, A, N, I, E.
Muy bien. You notice in Spanish, you can tell all the vowels, they don't change. It's A, E, I, O, U. Pretty easy. Señora?
M, A, R, G, A, R, I, T, A.
Margarita.
Sí.
Muy bien.
D, A, R, D, A, R, A.
Muy bien. Bárbara.
Sí,
Mucho gusto conocerte, Bárbara.
igualmente.
Señorita.
E, L, L, E, N.
Ellen. Muy bien. Señorita.
S, K, Y, E.
Muy bien. Sky.
Sí.
Spanish. As a beginning student, get out there and speak as much as you can. Try to speak with native speakers. Try to speak with other students. And one of the first things you're going to do is you need to pick up some vocabulary. I have a couple of lists here that we're just going to go over. As much as you can, try to memorize some vocabulary because you have to have some vocabulary to speak Spanish. And then, quicker than you know it, you'll be able to put sentences together. One of the first things, if somebody's talking too fast, just tell them to slow down a little bit. You can say, más despacio, por favor. Más despacio. Or, habla más despacio, por favor. Habla más despacio, por favor. Now, you repeat me as I'm saying these words and try to imitate the sound. ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está usted? Me llamo. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está usted? Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué tal? ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde es usted? Soy de... ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué horas son? Es la 1. Son las 2. ¿A qué hora es la fiesta? A la 1. A las 2. Me gusta. ¿Te gusta? ¿Le gusta? No me gusta. You notice you've already heard all of these words in here. What I want you to do is to be able to hear, to speak, and to put sentences together. That's what we're going to do. Just like a child. We listen, we speak, and then we learn how to read and write. So I'm trying to give you all kinds of visuals, all kinds of angles for you to learn from, because